What's up, guys? What's up? Um, I'm majority of everybody sleeping right now. Well, except for the other people across on the other side of the world, of course. But um, oh no. Oh, brother. Oh. Um. Hold up. Hold up. Oh yeah, gigapixels. Nice. How is everyone nice? I hope everyone nice well at this point. But at this point, if you see this, you're probably gonna see it tomorrow. So I hope everyone is having a really good day. Damn, this ain't half bad. I sold this car like twice. I hope everyone's having an amazing, you know, day, and I hope everyone's trying their best to get up and do great things in the world. You know, come tomorrow. You know, God's will. Um, being honest with yourself, being truthfully and very honest with yourself. I know there's a stream. I did a stream the other day when I talked about the situation that was at hand, and you know, going back and looking at it, I'm like, dang. Some of the stuff I'm so surprised that I said. And it's like, man, like I was so angry. You feel me? I was so angry, dude. I was so mad because there was some stuff that I just couldn't believe, bro. Like that was happening, click after click, and it's like things are falling apart, and it's like I can't fix it. You know what I mean? It feels so. What's the word? It feels unwanted and it's so relentless. You know, it's relentless. You know, that feeling, that constant feeling in your heart you keep getting when your anxiety raising to the roof every time you hear words that you never thought you'd hear from certain people. And it's like, you know, looking at that and looking at myself, I can't blame them. You know, I can't blame them. The type of person I've become has really put a damper on things, I should say. You know, it goes to show that you don't have to commit murder or cheat or do any of that crazy horrible stuff to be a horrible person. You know, granted a lot of y'all may not think I'm a horrible person, but sometimes I feel as though just my words alone carry so much weight with them that it's almost unforgivable. You know, with a lot of people, especially Nicole. You know, I'm granted. I have such a way of I guess playing the victim. You know what I'm saying? But I always try to cover it up. You know, without unintentionally trying to cover it up, but with saying the words, I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of. You know, and it sucks because the truth be told, I've been guilty of a lot of things when it comes to the stuff I say, how I say it, and the tone I give it within it. You know what I'm saying? And the vibe I give off sometimes when I'm doing stuff. You know, that is ultimately, that is very much my fault. You know what I'm saying? If things don't go the way that I want it to, it is my fault. You know, you people, y'all wish time when stuff is gone and new things arrive. You beg and you wish for things to be different, that you could have fought harder for whatever it is you wanted. You know, my mindset is like a person if you wanna you can fight hard, but they need to fight hard back with you. You know, if that's not happening, then it's like it just feels, it just comes in vain. You're just doing it in vain at this point. You're just doing it for no reason. Me. Thanks to so much, thanks to everything that's happened, it's hard not to feel a bit insecure about things. Truthfully, it's very hard. You know what I'm saying? It is very hard not to feel some type of resentment and some type of trauma. You know, some of the things I've witnessed is kind of crazy. You know, I haven't been through the more trauma. It's not in the it's not I would say a Avenger level threat. You know what I'm saying? But I've been through some things that you just think that, you know, a person young shouldn't go through. You feel me? No no young person should go through some things. You feel me? No person should have to feel embarrassed to the point of them breaking. You know what I'm saying? I've made my fair share of mistakes, and I paid for those mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I can be insecure about some things because I cannot for the life of me fathom being betrayed anymore. You feel me? I cannot feel it. You feel me? I cannot feel it. Granted, you're supposed to trust the people that you love. Yes, you know what I'm saying? But as a person who loves to analyze things to a T, every little thing I analyze, I look at, and I try to put it in some type of matter. It's like trying to play detective, which I hate playing detective because I don't like playing detective on the people that I love. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of mind wrecking. You know what I'm saying? This world is set so, the bar is set so low right now in this world that yes, we may never we don't see the future. You feel me? But we set up plans and goals and ideas for that future. You feel me? But when you have all those goals and stuff set in place, and there is something that's hindering you, you deem the future as unpredictable. Granted, we don't know if we're gonna be here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it feels as though when the future becomes so unpredictable, you get scared. You feel me? And that's scared. I guess people call it being insecure. That's what that is. You feel me? Women do it, men do it. You feel me? Insecurity comes from self-esteem, self-confidence. You know what I'm saying? And so forth and so on. People scold you for being insecure. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? They scold you for it. You know what I mean? And as a man, especially a man. You know what I'm saying? Especially a man. A man is scolded for being insecure because for a lot of people it is so it's a bad thing. It's a really bad thing for people. You feel me? For a man to be so insecure because I'm strong. You feel me? I'm supposed to be mentally strong. I'm supposed to be emotionally unbreakable, and it's like no, I'm actually the very opposite. But what makes me so different is the fact that I don't let my insecurities, I don't let my emotions make me vulnerable. You feel me? Do not mistaken me being sensitive for me being a weakling, because it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. You feel me? If you feel words can't hurt me as coming from a lot of people. But I wish that some of the people that say they love me will understand that their words matter a hell of a lot more than anybody else's. You feel me? And when they say certain things like I can do myself, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna hurt, whether you mean it or not. You feel me? That's why I take the liberty of saying I'm sorry for anything offensive or that made you feel as though I don't love you. You feel me? Like I always apologize for it. I have no choice but to, because I feel like I'm just that bad of a person sometimes. You feel me? I dream of the day I could become this man. Oh my gosh. I dream of the day I could become a man of just pure integrity. You feel me? You know, just no holds barred. You know what I'm saying? In tune with myself, sure about myself. You feel me? Sure about the things that I'm involved with. You know, everything matters. You know, a lot of times when you speak to parents and I dare say single folk as well, they tell you, you know, until you get yourself right, until you start loving yourself, you can't love nobody else. And it's like I think it's the fact that you put so much time into loving everybody else, is that the fact that you cannot love yourself sometimes, because you're so used to making yourself feel good by giving all your time to someone else every single time, right? So it affects you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? It affects you because somebody somewhere finds some type of way to make you feel vulnerable, so vulnerable and icky. And it's like you have to learn to harden your heart sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And the bad part is it's something you have to learn. You know what I'm saying? You have to find out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? It's not simply something you could just wake up the next morning and do. That's the bad part about it. You know? I feel like I've hurt people by saying some things that I don't mean. You know what I mean? You know, because of my own self-insecurity. You know? Especially Nicole. You know what I mean? Especially Nicole. Nicole is probably one of the biggest examples of what I mean. You know what I mean? Granted, I'm not gonna make myself seem like a complete and utter asshole, because in general, some things for me can be validated in a less ignorant way. You know what I'm saying? Some things can, you know what I'm saying? She can explain from a standpoint. You know, pain is something that's everywhere. It involves everything, physically, and most of all mentally. You know what I'm saying? You, as a man, when briefed with certain questions, when briefed with certain with certain thoughts, and certain energy, you know what I'm saying, he starts to question himself. You know, she gave, you know, out of context, because, you know, I don't want to spray out business like that, but she gave me, you know, she told me something crazy, like not like bad crazy. She told me something that I was just so shocked about, and she told me what she was gonna do. Now, in my mind, I was like, okay, then I'll give her the patience and the space to do it. You feel me? But in time, my insecurities got the best of me. You feel me? I let the pain get to me, because I started thinking about the worst that can happen, and how am I going to prepare myself for it? You feel me? And fellas, don't do that. You know, don't do it. In time of pain, you just have to learn that as a man, there's some things you have to literally take to your chest, bro. You have to be strong. You have to be strong. You have to cast aside all emotions and just take it. You know what I mean? Because some things aren't always meant with a hard heart. You know what I mean? There's people you can't trust people. You know what I'm saying? It's hard sometimes, but it does exist. Trust still exists. Hope still exists. Love still exists in the world. You know? In the moment of anger, you may not be able to see that. But why, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it has to be, you have to choose. You have to choose a better you. I want to say a better you. You know what I mean? Because everything is not meant with hostility. That goes for men and women now. Not everything is meant with hostility. Not everything has to be just, I would say, emotionless. You know what I'm saying? Or you have to make a drastic decision, because that person that you love so much, and that person that loves you so much can be in a hole. It can change things. It can mess with the balance of what things were supposed to be like. You know? I sat for a week in my own little hole, just kept constantly thinking about what she said and how she decided to handle it. And it's like, you know, the whole time I'm just like, bro. And you know, it got so bad to the point to where I got so bad to I had to vent to my other somewhat friends. And it's like, I just was losing my mind. You feel me? I was losing my mind. Like, I was losing my damn mind. Because I at this point in life, I've tried my best to actually keep a relationship steady. You feel me? I've tried to keep this relationship as steady as possible. You know what I'm saying? And she's tried to do the same. And it's like, there's something that bothers, that comes in between, right? But it's not the fact that it's either one of our faults. It's the fact that everything we've been through in the world, you feel me? She's been through more shit than I've been through. You feel me? I've said that for my age, I've been through quite a bit. You feel me? For some stuff, I shouldn't have. I just feel like I shouldn't have had to have done. You know what I'm saying? But she's been through some messed up stuff. You feel me? Who am I to tell her how to act, or who am I to tell her what to do with herself? You feel me? All I'm meant to do is support her through thick and thin, and that's something I didn't get right this time, because instead of standing strong and being a man and giving her that patience and that love and support, I played a childish game, and you don't realize it until now. You know what I'm saying? You don't realize that crap until now. You don't realize until it's like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? You just like, wait a minute, bro. Did I do the right thing or make the right decision? Did I? No. No, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? You love this woman, right? And it goes for you, all you men. You love this woman, right? You do anything for her. Act like it. You know, most of the time you catch me calling women out on their bullshit. But tonight is not that night, bro. Look, there's some really nice, amazing, respectable, humble, beautiful women out in the world today. You feel me? And I'm just happen to be one of the men who acquired one of those women for the first time in his life. So you can say that you get a little bit of obsessive now. You feel me? You can get a little bit obsessive, okay? You know, look, it's at this point, look, it's true. You know, so you get a little bit obsessive. You feel me? And it's not no, it's not from coochie, it's not from sex. No, it's from feeling that love that you've never gotten besides from your mother. You know, if she's in your life at the moment, the love that you always wanted, a love like a partner, a teammate. You feel me? That's experiencing that. You gonna get a little obsessive, okay? You're going to. You feel me? You're going to feel very. I think that's. No, I can't say that because I would say I think that's what a lot of men mistaken simping for. But then again, there is some men that simp really hard for women that just don't deserve to be simped over. But I guess you know what I'm saying, you could say I get a little bit obsessive and I want that love 24/7. But something I have to realize is that I can't expect that because it's not fair to her, right? It's not fair. You feel me? I'm expecting her emotions to be 1000% even through the worst of times. And that is so selfish. That is so selfish. I'm so selfish sometimes. I'm selfish and I can be selfless. And I wouldn't even know this because I feel like I deserve better. And I'm like, I have better. I'm just mistreating that better because of my own selfish desire. My desire to be loved 24/7 is out of control. It's out of control. The moment Nicole told me, and if Nicole, if you're in here, the moment she told me what she told me, which I didn't tell nobody what you told me or anything like that. I put it out of context so I could, tell the story. The moment she told me what she told me, at the moment I felt okay. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying, But then, like I said, I got insecure, and a couple of questions came up in my head that I talked to Eli about that bugged the hell out of me. And those questions was the situation. The situation it was the situation at Tommy's. Now, granted, like I said, I wouldn't want to say I assumed that she was gonna make a certain decision. I'm not gonna say I did. I was concerned. You feel me? And it wasn't my heart speaking, it was my head. It was my mind speaking. Right? Oh shoot, wrong way. And I didn't pay no attention. It was my mind speaking. And some of those questions had about what a man had at the moment. Right? I questioned myself. I doubted myself so badly. You feel me? Eli asked me, he was like, and I was mistaken about him as well. He ain't a two-bit liar and none of that stuff. He you know what I'm saying? I had to ask, Eli asked me a question. And he asked me, he was like, he asked me, what does such and such person have that you feel as though you don't? And I'm like, I had to sit there for a minute because I knew the answer to that question right off rip, and I was like, I had to think about it and tell myself, do I really want to tell myself the truth about that? You feel me? The worst part about life is that the scummiest of people can have more than you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? They can have more than you. Like, it's true. They can have more than you. And sometimes in certain situations, those mores are more, I guess you can say, in certain situations, it's like they, you have to do, without saying, making any sound so ignorant, you have to do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Some situations you want to get out of, and it turns out you need a certain thing to get out of that situation, until you're able to get out of that situation. So with that being said, some things just can't be helped at the moment. You know, some things you gotta think about, you gotta give thought to, because you want something else. But right now, that something else can't provide everything you need. You feel me? Let's be real. Let's be real here. Let's do some fun facts. A man and a woman are meant. If you want a 50-50 relationship with a man and a woman, it's not the man pay for everything. It's not the woman pay for everything. It's both y'all working together on all accounts. You feel me? Not just bills, not just all the materialistic stuff and stuff to keep it going, but it's also the emotional support, and it's also the mental support. You feel me? Because raising a kid, getting your own home, paying bills, keeping food in the house, you know what I'm saying? Buying all this stuff to stay grounded, getting all the beneficial, not the benefits, but getting all, getting a job, getting the, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, it comes with emotional and mental stress. You feel me? I know half of that, because finding a job and trying to find a job is so hard, especially without having no type of training. You feel me? Together, a teamwork thing, working together is a key thing. Communication comes second. You feel me? Third, it's, I guess you could say third is like the interaction part. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, third, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I feel as though I lack the provider sort of deal. You know what I'm saying? It pains me to be an omega, I should say. I guess I'm gonna use the omega because it's the only time I used to use that word. But it pains me to be an omega male. You feel me? A last male. Like, I can't stand it, because sometimes I wish I can just, she's Meg calls me and be like, hey, can you help me out with this? I'm like, oh, and I could just say sure. Okay, all right. I'm gonna text her. I don't know. And sometimes you just feel as though it's just, you just want to help, you just want to be able to provide at the time it's needed for provision. You feel me? It's needed. You know what I'm saying? As a man, we're meant to provide, right? So take it as you will, right? Take it as far as you will, if you want to say, if you want to cop out, I guess. You know what I mean? Some things, it just won't ever change. You know what I'm saying? It won't ever change. Some things, I ain't not as far as I will. I mean, of course I'm gonna change. You know what I'm saying? I really don't have a choice. In this time. But some things you just can't fight. Can't fight it. You cannot fight every little thing. You know what I'm saying? You cannot fight, from a man's perspective, you cannot fight a woman's emotions. You feel me? Her traumatizations, her thoughts, her, you know what I'm saying? The I don't care attitudes, the you know what I'm saying? The pettiness sometimes, you know, you can't fight any of that shit. You can't. Because if you fight it, it's gonna hurt the relationship. So you just, I'm not gonna say ignore it, but you just, I guess you roll with it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I never thought I'd be the person to say that though, because I'm one of the person who has like a zero tolerance for any of that. But in reality, it's something that they do. It's something that women do in general. It's something that you can't really stop. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just because I love a woman so much, the woman to heaven and back, doesn't mean that love alone could conquer everything. You feel me? Look, I let love lead the way. It is a pinnacle of what a good, humble human stands for. But it cannot be, it's still not the only thing that you need to survive in this world. You feel me? Sometimes you just need that little bit of attention. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and let's be real with you, a lot of y'all go to do anything for that little bit of spark of attention. When really, you can just go to the person you love and ask for that same attention. You know what I'm saying? You can just go. You know, but some of y'all don't. Y'all want y'all attention to come with a price, and it gets y'all in trouble all the time. So be there as it may. You can't change everything. You can't really control everything. And of course, I've heard that from her. Obviously, I've heard that numerous times where. But in reality, I wasn't really somewhat trying to control anything. The only thing I was trying to control, I can say, is the way arguments and stuff affected everything. You feel me? Thoughts and emotions crowded our judgment about everything. My judgment about everything. You know, and what farther can you do when it's at the breaking point of having to question everything you've been through with that one person, that everything y'all been through? You feel me? Everything. Everything's been questioned. Trust, love, you feel me? Things have been said that they're simply just apologies just won't cut. You feel me? Emotions and concerns and venting, it all comes to a boiling point. It all comes to what now? What do you do now? As a man, I don't really know. I don't know. You know, because at this point, when I take charge, it just I don't, you know what I'm saying? I go too hard. I go too hard in the paint. You feel me? Oh jeez, I go too hard. I get a little bit too, what I guess you could say, obsessive, and I lose my mind. You feel me? Because it's pressure. It's like the pressure's put on me, and it's not like I don't have a bunch of pressure with life as it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm somewhat of a bum, I guess you could say. You could say that. It doesn't really hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be my friend and say it, of course. But you know what I'm saying? If you call me a bum, then that's just your opinion. But you know, I'm agree with you. Let me agree with you then. You know what I'm saying? Let me disagree with you. I'm a bum, right? You know what I'm saying? I spend most of my days reminiscing, trying to get out of that recycle, that repeating darkness. I you know what I'm saying? Of course I have ideas and plans and aspirations and dreams, which I have the potential to make come true, but you know, it takes time. So having those dreams and ambitions and the will to keep working hard no matter what doesn't mean that it's going to come your way. Nobody's willing to listen to that standpoint. They see you, they look at your pockets and like, oh well, he's broke. You feel me? That's the mindset, and not just with women, but men and women do that. You feel me? They judge you in all your characters and on how you look and how much money you have in your pockets every day. So one of the worst parts of that being is nobody knows my story like I know my story. Nobody has seen the things I've seen like I've seen the things I've seen. You feel me? Nobody knows the pain I feel because their situation is way different than mine. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? If you're a person to judge another person just by the way they look, you're automatically wrong. Period. I don't care how accurate you think it is. I don't care how trendy you think it is. You are wrong. You feel me? You are the wrongest piece of trash on the earth. You feel me? It's not fair to everybody. You feel me? Like I said, I'm someone of a bum. No job, no money in his pockets. You feel me? No clothes, no trendy clothes to wear, no designer bullshit, no diamonds, necklaces, earrings, none of that bullshit. You feel me? Just one guy with all the dreams in the world, and I get one more shot. One more shot. You feel me? Does the wannabe hero always get the girl? No. You feel me? But will he try to at least fight for every little thing? Sure, he could. Will he get every little thing back? Hell no. You feel me? Hell no. Hell no. I won't. I know for a fact I won't get everything in the world I want. That's just how life works. I guess you can say, if you're an amateur, you'd say that. In reality, it's true. And in life, you don't get everything you want. You feel me? Well, I stand corrected, because in life, you get anything you want as long as you can sing, act, play sports, or just about any of those three things right there, or just be stupid in general and do anything to get attention. You feel me? As long as you have some type of money, huge income, or sponsorship, or anything of that nature, you're relevant and can get anything you want, no matter how ridiculous, no matter how big, no matter how small. That's the only time you get whatever you want in life. The only time you get it. So, being that as it may, a lot of people aim for that same thing. Oh my! Hold up. No. Hold on, I gotta look at the comments because. Oh no! What's up, Buster? A lot of things you get what you get at the moment. You get what you don't get what you unless you have a lot of money or any of those things. You don't get what you want. You get whatever you want. So, with that being said, you take every little thing, you do every little thing. Dreams don't come true by sitting around and reminiscing. You feel me? Not all your dreams will come true. You feel me? I'm pretty sure if I wanted to go be an astronaut, I probably couldn't now, right now, because personally, it's not something I really want to do. But personally, in the world today, doing something big as that and being black is a problem for a lot of people. So it's like, I would love to piss a lot of people off, as much as I would love to, but it's not something I want to really do. Not because it's kind of it's scary, but it's a really. Oh, that's interesting. Hold up. Why? Oh crap, man! Oh Lord! I want to say something, but I don't want. I'm not gonna go there. I don't want to go there because at this it pains to try to be the big bad wolf all of a sudden, dog. I tell you that damn much. Yeah, of all this time in the world, you decide to be a big bad wolf. I ain't gonna go in too far into that, dog. I ain't gonna go in. You know, after all this time, you trying to be the big bad wolf for what, dog? But anyways, I ain't gonna even go there. Don't worry. When it's time, if you're still here, you know, and you know what I'm talking about. If you're still here, I'm gonna handle him. I'm gonna handle him, but not in the gruesome, not in the bad way. You know what I'm saying? I could look. I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping. I'm not. Look. The only reason why I'm gonna hold my tongue and hold back is because of you. You feel me? That's the only reason, because you have a lot at stake, and I don't want to ruin none of that for you. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? At this point in age, he could have or do whatever. Dog. At this point, I don't even. It doesn't matter, honestly. You see what I mean? I've been in this shit long enough to know that in the sad reality of things, I won't get what I want all the time. And the fact is, it's not about wanting it. You feel me? I feel like I've earned a lot of things, but this, boy, it's gonna take a whole hell of a lot more than just love and support, dog. I tell you that damn much. At the end of the day, it's what you make out of it.
What brings you in today?
It's what you gonna do at the end of the day. Well, how you gonna act when the time, you know what I'm saying? Panic ain't gonna do a damn thing. You feel me? Your heart. Every time you put yourself in a predicament of love and support, it's almost like a double-edged sword. You feel me? You stick a double-edged sword. You have a double-edged sword, and you both impale yourself with it. You know what I'm saying? Not even impale, and impale it inside your. It's a picture it. You take the double-edged sword, don't impale yourself with it, but you put it both next to your hearts, right? You put it next to your heart, and depending on which way things go, it's like a salt trap, almost. It's almost like a salt trap, because if you don't play the game right, somebody's gonna die. Somebody, you feel me? If you don't play the game right, somebody's gonna die, and the other's gonna go free. You know what I'm saying? That's how it feels anyway. You know what I'm saying? I could picture that, but that's how it feels, really. I can say this for a fact. I'm doing more harm than good right now. Man, I'm not gonna say in which terms or tribulations, and it could be in a couple things actually, but I'm doing more harm than good right now. And it's not because not intentionally, but it's because of the decisions that were made to follow along with pretty much everything from the beginning. Everything. It is my fault things are like this. Not like just now, but it's my fault that things got like this. In the ways, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go too super deep into it since others are very, very unwanting. But hey, as a man, I gotta pick up the damn slack. I gotta keep up the slack somehow. I gotta do some shit with myself. You know what I'm saying? I've already made sure that I've already told myself if shit happens when it came to like relations, I wasn't after that. I wasn't gonna date. I wasn't gonna get married. I'm not gonna have kids. I've already made up my mind about that. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, it's like duplicates of me and on a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? I've truly just I truly don't want to hurt anybody else or get hurt. If it comes down to that fact, you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't, you know. So I told myself I'd try it one more time. But if that didn't work, I'm not gonna get married. I won't have children, and I'm probably not gonna have a girlfriend. I'm not gonna even say probably. I probably won't ever have a girlfriend ever. I'm not going to probably. You know what I'm saying? I keep saying probably, but in my head I'm like I won't have a girlfriend. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say deal with her, but I'm gonna say deal with the hardships. You feel me? I'm already into the scuff of shit as it is. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is, I guess I can deal with it because of the love I got. You feel me? The love I got for a certain someone. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can do. That's all I can do. You feel me? That's all I can do at the end of the day. No amount of crying in the world is gonna save me from the pain that can be endured. No amount of crying, no amount of punching holes in the wall, no amount of rage can ever cure that hole. You feel me? Because I planned my whole life around this situation. I literally have. So, you feel me? So, at the end of the day, if shit turns out how it turns out, I will no longer be looking for anyone to love. Nobody, just me alone. How I guess it was meant to be. Because if by now, you know what I'm saying? By now I should be married, have my own house, and have my own company or something by now. You feel me? And I don't, instead of bitching about it and reminiscing about it, you feel me? I don't, that's the most that I can talk about it. That's the most I can do. Shoot. That's the most I can do. You feel me? It's go and try one more time. We'll try again. And this time I won't fail. That's for something. That's something I know for sure I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna fail at this time. You feel me? I'm not gonna fail. I'm not gonna fail. A lot of people ain't gonna know how much you're hurting until you hurt yourself. You feel me? That's when it's too late. That is when it is too late. A lot of people won't know that you're hurting until you hurt yourself. You feel me? And that's not just physically, but mentally as well. When you take away the love and hope and love, when you take your love from everybody, that's when a lot of people starts to notice like what's going on. Why are you acting different? I mean, it's because I'm afraid of getting hurt again. I'm not talking about just relationships. I'm talking about in every sense of the word. You feel me? Realistically, trauma comes from a lot from things that people has physically gone through. That they just even hearing a word or a sound of that situation can trigger. But a lot of people forget about what it feels like to have everything just ripped away from you. You feel me? No one really forgets. No one really thinks. I'm sorry. No one really thinks about that. Did anybody ever just sits down and think about how much hard work you put into something for it all to be ripped away? For what exactly? For what? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Pain is something that I've endured for a while too, because I know for a fact that there's other people who have it just as worse as I do. In all this, that I can walk, I can talk, I can be free of disease, I can wake up in the morning feeling good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the world don't have those opportunities. Every single day, somebody new finds out something bad that affects their life, right? So while we're worried about every little thing that goes on in the head, and we're battling each other, and we're hating each other for the little knickknacks and stuff, there's one thing that remains constant on the brain, is that tomorrow may not be, you may not see that person tomorrow.
I'll bring it to you. Okay?
You may not see that person tomorrow. You may not get to talk to that person, and your last words was I hate you. Could be I hate you. You feel me? Or you're putting them on blast, or just any crazy crap. That could be your last words to that person. And when that person's gone, you're gonna feel like a jackass. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part, I just realized that. It's not my first time talking about that, but it's right now, it's one of those feelings right now. You feel me? It's one of those feelings that you get, I guess. It's one of those feelings that I don't like. God knows I don't like preaching about death much, you know. But in certain situations, even knowing that people are having hard, just as hard as I do, certain situations, it just feels like your heart is being ripped out. Like your heart is being ripped out. It feels like everything stands still, and your heart is just being forced out of you, and you could do nothing but just stand or sit there and watch it be ripped out. You feel me? That's how it feels when shit collapses and shit starts to hurt, and stuff just seems so hopeless. That's how it feels. Because while both of those, while any of y'all are worrying about how one another feels, or how can that person do that, or how this person do this, in these small ass, pointless ass situations. I mean, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all are wasting precious time. And when that shit gets stripped away from any one of you, when your dreams get ripped away, when a person you love goes or says bye-bye, that shit hurts. It hurts. No matter how much I don't care attitude you have, no matter how badass you are, how savage you are, how gangster you are. That shit hurts, bro. That shit is going to hurt because you are a human being. You feel me? We're all promised to die one day. We're all promised it. Leaving the world with regrets is pointless. It's pointless because when you die, I mean, what will those regrets do in the end of the day? You feel me? I'd rather just die happy. If I had a wife and had kids right now and had a house of my own and had a nice car and a good job, I'd be amazing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't, of course I wouldn't die happy if I never got to see my kids grow or grow old with the woman I love. I would never, of course that wouldn't make me happy. You feel me? But as a father, one of the biggest things that you're preparing for your kids to do is to be prepared for when you're leaving this earth. I'm only 23 years old, y'all, and I say that with the utmost confidence. I'm gonna tell y'all this: I am not prepared for my father or mother to leave this earth. I am not prepared because I'm not stable at all. My parents has been a crutch for me. You feel me? They've been a crutch. They're the reason why I have as much sanity as I have left is because of them being so hard on me. Because life ain't easy. I have to earn every damn thing. I've been earning everything. You feel me? This little bum attitude, it's only temporary. Obviously. It's temporary. It's temporary. I tell you all this I won't let anything stand in my way. Not a damn thing gonna stand in my damn way. I don't care how much the pain hurts, or I don't care how much my heart feels like it's about to burst. You feel me? Nothing's gonna stop me. Only death can. Only death itself can stop me. You know what I'm saying? If I cannot move or be conscious, that's the only thing that's gonna stop me from being successful. The pain is preparation for the destiny that awaits you. If you can't handle that much, how can you handle the success? Because they're both on the same level. One is just better than the other. It's time for me to get out of my own way. I can't save everything. I'm not a superhero. I don't have superhuman. Okay, that can be argued. That can be arguably, but I don't have superhuman strength. I can't fly, and I can't use magic. None of that stuff. But what I can do, I can motivate, encourage, and support. That's all I can do. You feel me? That's all I can do. I wasted so much time. All the time I've wasted trying to process the hurt and that hole that's been gone for so long. All the time in the world, bro. I'm tired of working against time. You feel me? At this point, just give it to me straight. Give it to me straight. I'm a man now. I'm a man now because I'm able to cope with these things called emotions. It's gonna hurt, huh? Lord knows if a certain person, if I catch a certain person on this page, I'm telling you, the things I'm gonna do after that situation occurs, it's gonna be catastrophic, and then nothing nobody can do about it. Nothing nobody can do about it. I may look nice, I may sound nice, I may be sensitive, but I promise you, man, I'm ready to stretch my wings a little bit, honestly. Honestly. This damn thing's so slow. Man, as far as this situation is concerned, I wonder what should I do next? I don't know. I don't know what I should do next, y'all. I don't know. Should I take the blows and just leave it be? I mean, I already admitted to myself what was wrong. You feel me? I wonder, what should I do next? Just go along with the plan I've been made for? Just live life by life and telling myself everything's gonna be alright. They're gonna be fine. Everything's just gonna be fine, you know. Knowing damn well it's just another way of telling myself that, yeah, you are definitely not well. I feel so lost, and I feel so drained of my energy I have, and you know, I just feel so lost. You know, I can't fathom the way I feel right now. I just can't. And then when someone's close to you, and you know their life is slipping away too, and then you know it adds nothing to the current situation, bro. Adds nothing at all. And I'm just a wide open book at this point. And it's hard to say whether anybody really truly gives a damn besides my family. I guess that's why I always say that family's all you need. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know. You don't really know. And honestly, you don't even want to find out. Because at the end of the day, I don't even want the attention, you know? I don't even want the attention. I don't even want to know why. All I want is for shit to work out, you know? That's all you be wanting. You know what I'm saying? That's all you be really wanting. The thought of being alone for the rest of my life, it's pretty depressing, but you know, it's the price that I guess I gotta, if I'm going to have to pay for it, then I guess so. You know? It's crazy. I don't like people feeling sorry for me either. It's the last thing I'll let anybody do. I don't care if I don't care to you if I'm feeling sorry for, if I sound like I'm feeling sorry for myself. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. No. I want you to do great things too. You feel me? Some things just gotta come at a cost that you have to pay. If I really want this person to be happy and have a life filled with love and care, you gotta give that person a space and time, and that time to just, you know what I'm saying? I can't be the one that's concerned. I can love so hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And my only hope is that they can see that, bro. I really that's my only hope, that is that they can see how much I love you. That's about it. That's about it. You feel me? That's about it. But yeah, for all you want to, for you men, basically, because if you're in this, if you're from my perspective, then you're a man. So for most of you men, be courteous, be corrigible, be careful, but be steady, strong. And being by steady strong is, don't make any reckless and rash decisions based off of an emotion or concern or a question or insecurity. You feel me? Don't base any decisions off that. Just analyze and try to protect yourself as much as possible. Because no matter how good things can seem, those in times of uh, great turmoil, no one's thinking about how good things can be or get. Nobody. You may, and if you are the only person caught thinking about that, you are a special person. You are a special human being. Because that means your emotions and your heart is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Your heart is a very beautiful thing. And you're appreciated. You're very much appreciated too. It's time to just let go. Just let go. And, you know, I'm not saying let go of the emotions and feelings you have. Just just let go of all the pain that you have. Just let it go. It ain't gonna ever disappear unless the problem is solved, but let it out. Let it out. And in which form that takes, that's strictly up to you. But just make sure you don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anybody, and just try to be safe and warm up, man. If you are alone, just know that it is a long way. You feel me? It's a path that, man, it's a path, dog. If you feel alone, if you feel so down deep and you feel just trapped in your own simple world, you can stay there. Maybe it's better for you. Maybe it's better for you. Love can go a long way, but that's only if you work hard enough for it too. And honestly, who knows? If I had to give myself a grade on how I've handled every situation with family, friends, relations, all that, I don't know. I don't know what I'd give myself, honestly. Because honestly, at this point, you look and wonder. You look and wonder. You feel me? Like, you don't know. You just don't know. But you know, something that does ring a bell, and as to why you feel so damn hopeless in the situation, is the fact of the matter is, what the hell you gonna do? I said, kids, no, this can't break. Can it? It can't. What you gonna do? What are you going to do? Like, how are you going to solve it? How are you going to become Superman? I don't know. Um, but I do see one thing, y'all. Playing a valiant hero isn't all that cracked up, well, it's cracked up to be. Because you can't simply save. Well, in my case, I can't save anybody from this point. When I think about it, I just can't. Can't. I could heed my parents and my coaches' advices from before and just listen to them and just stop playing the valiant hero. Valiant heroes, when the story ends, is in a fantasy, in the world's biggest of fantasy lands. Valiant heroes go and they get the life that they always dreamed of. But in reality, it doesn't work like that in real life. Everything we do, everywhere we look, there is somebody who's impressed by the darkest of things nowadays. No matter what it is, no matter if it's superheroes, no matter if it's a story or a day, you know, it's not worth it unless it's something tragic or it's something that makes people, I guess, emotional in some type of way or form. It's a, you know what I'm saying? It's not much. You can't play the valiant hero, and if you do try to just play the valiant hero, all you're gonna get back is hate. You know what I mean? Just for the first time, I know what the Green Goblin was telling Spider-Man in the first Spider-Man. Despite all you do for them, they're gonna hate you. You feel me? You now know that feeling. I now know that. I now understand more like that. I already knew it. Because after everything I've done for a lot of people, they still spit in my damn face. Like, they still just spit in my face and just cut me off. You feel me? I've given people my last. You think I'm talking to them today? Hell no. I was playing the valiant hero and got manipulated. But if I were to switch over to the bad side, I'd be wrong, right? I'd be the worst man alive. I'd be just like any other grumpy old man who hurts and do stuff just for spite. I'd be another thug in the streets. I'd be another black statistic. You feel me? I'll be another nigger who's undereducated in the world. You feel me? If I go bad, if I go savage per se, then I'm the worst person alive. You feel me? Meanwhile, those same people that's gonna call you a piece of shit are the same people that hurt you. You feel me? They're the same people that hurt you and didn't give a damn about it later. But when you hold some type of power, are you able to have something that they cannot? Then they finally see the error of their ways. Frankly, you know what I'm saying? They finally see that shit.
What's wrong with her now?
They finally see that shit, dog. At this point, if this video gets taken down, then so fucking be it. YouTube ain't trying to help nobody get no fucking where anyway. So let it be. People wonder why you nag and complain about the same old shit, and it's like because no matter how much I try to follow the rules of the world, it's gonna end up the same fucking way it has ended up, with despair or a tragic ending to it. And nobody's gonna care. At the end of the day, nobody's gonna care. Because you wasn't worth anyone else's time. You've done too much wrong You've made someone feel so bad to the point that it just doesn't, you're not worth it anymore. Shoot like the fly you are, right? You know what I'm saying? People ain't looking for a way out. They're looking for a way to trap themselves to keep it in. I'd say being with me, it's a totally different story because being my friend, being my girlfriend, being anything relatively emotionally connected with me, I tell you one thing. I just feel a lot of people feel as though a lot of people get tired of you talking about your dreams and shit, man. A lot of people, they get tired of you talking about what can change and what can be different and what you can do better. You feel me? A lot of people, they forget about the emotional toll that they have on you. You know what I mean? They forget of those key things that make us whole. You feel me? That make us human or something such. Now get the craziest part, right? If people don't acknowledge those things, especially mostly the people you love don't acknowledge those things, what's the point of having them in the first place? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If there's no point of having them, then at this point, then there's no reason to really try to be this kind-hearted person. You know. You know something? I'm gonna be my uncle. And I quite frankly don't give a damn if he ever hears this shit or not, which he probably won't, because he haven't talked to me in 4 months and counting. So, I tell you one thing. My uncle, as a person who talked to me about never switching, never going with the bad side. Don't be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? You always preach about being against the bad of things and preach against being a villain. You know what I'm saying? And he got on my tail about that one day. You feel me? He's like, dude, you're the hero. Don't switch up because of other people. You know, he gives some really good advice without all the ignorant shit for once. You feel me? I took it in heed. And I was like, you're right. You know what I'm saying? And from that point over, I was like, you know, I'm not gonna change for no damn body. I'm not gonna be the villain just because I'm hurting. You feel me? It's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? But through all that shit, he just left and told me that I'd fail. You feel me? And in time, I did fail. And unfortunately, it was, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that happened. But the very fact that he's my blood-related uncle, this is my this is related by blood. You feel me? So imagine what I'm thinking after that, right? You know, imagine. You know. I swear to God, if I was in college playing at Alabama right now, I'd have every little family member on social media texting me about getting them this and getting them that, and let me come see you play this. And I have every little bitty, little mother, everybody. You feel me? Everybody switched the fuck up when shit went sideways, bro. Everybody. So why was Kendall not smart enough to realize that if that can happen, if it can happen between family, What makes you think that it could not happen in these situations, and in situations of people being your friend or people being in a relationship? You feel me? What makes you think that it's any different? Hell, it's worse. The fucking outcome could be even worse. You feel me? Time and time again, I've been proven wrong. You feel me? I've been proven wrong. I give everybody and everything the benefit of a doubt. I give everybody a chance to be a friend and a chance to have my trust. You feel me? And do something with it. You feel me? And they all I don't know. I ain't gonna say they all failed me, cause that just wouldn't be right. Most of them failed me. Most of them failed me. Not all of them, but most of them just failed me. Others, I'd say others don't know what they want. You feel me? You could try to hide. You could try to hide that little detail all you want. You don't know what the fuck you want. You don't know what you want to do. You don't know. Because in the meanwhile, you're thinking about what you can get out of it, or what's going to be different. You feel me? Let's be real. Let's be honest with you. This goes for every little big ass person who think that looks, money, and treasures matter more than love. You feel me? For every person, y'all motherfuckers, that's all y'all do. That's all y'all do. You judge and you look for you choose people in secret on what they have and what they do not have. You feel me? That's all y'all fucking do. That's all y'all do. If one person have more than this and the other person this, nobody looking for what can happen long term. Everybody's looking for what can keep them stable now. You feel me? I'm like, yo, I'll take it back to the movie Acrimony. Look, it may be in a relationship way, but imagine if it went anyway. A relationship, friends, you know what I'm saying? Even family. You feel me? Family, it'd be kicking their son off on the streets. It'd be kicking their son on the streets, and it'd be them kicking on the streets and not giving a damn because they feel as though what their son's dream ain't worth nothing. You feel me? It ain't worth nothing. You feel me? If it was a relationship, it'd probably be another man and her in the middle and you on the side, not really knowing what she's thinking or what she wants to do. In the meanwhile, she's thinking about whether she should stay with you or go with a man who has something better than you, regardless of how they treat her. If it was a friend, it'd be over something someone else said. Oh yes, been in that situation. Oh boy, been in that situation. Not fun. Like, no, not fun at all. You feel me? It'd be over something someone else said, and because they don't like you getting their attention. They feel like you're not cool. They feel like you don't have enough of this, that, and the third, and they tell them something that never happened, and bam, bam, boom, you're going. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are not friends anymore, and y'all are not best friends. Y'all block each other. Y'all hate each other now. You know. You feel me? Like, bro, it's common sense, bro, of what the world is what everything's capable of now. You feel me? And when you're fooled and you get left, your heart feels like it got ripped out. You know what I'm saying? People close to you start calling you an idiot. They start saying, "I told you so. I told you so." In reality, they don't know shit for brains because they're doing the exact same thing. They're being that exact same idiot. They're just letting it sit there and happen. And you know what? It's not fair for me to say just letting it happen, because sometimes the person just can't do a damn thing about it. You feel me? All they could do is sit and hope, and even that's hard because in reality, if you're doing something in vain, after that it's gonna hurt. So, bro, I can't stress that shit enough, bro. If you think that you're gonna just walk out of a situation after being denied anything at all, no matter what it is that you want or love, you feel me? If you think you're gonna walk out of that situation with no casualties, oh, it's gonna be a casualty. You gonna feel, you ain't gonna look at shit else. You ain't gonna look at nothing the same, no damn more. You feel me? You ain't gonna look at nothing the same. You're gonna forget about everybody, and you're gonna do whatever the hell you want to do, because you're just that dang on try. I guess you could say, fed up. You're fed up. I've seen so many men become monsters because of their heart getting ripped out, not just by relationships, but just from the world in general. You feel me? From the betrayals, from the people. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, how much help, how much clearance and how much what's the word? What's the word when you're closure? How much closure do you get from simply just standing there and crying about it? You feel me? Nothing, right? So you don't get nothing by crying about it. You feel me? Eventually, yeah, you get over it. And every time you think about it, it just comes, that hole, it just punches a hole right back in your chest. Because now you're thinking, like, I did everything possible to make this person feel like they belong. You feel me? And why did he or she do that, bro? What made her do that? You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna, and also you're not gonna get no closure from saying, oh well, they just ain't, it wasn't worth nothing to me. You feel me? They lost a valuable friend. You feel me? That you ain't gonna get no closure from that shit, bro. You're not. You feel me? You try. You can try. You always try. You can try to get closure from it, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna get shit from it. You're not gonna get anything from it. You know what I'm saying? All your best bet is to close off the supply line for giving them that satisfaction. Disappear. There's I'm pretty sure, and I can speak for a lot of person that have been through something crazy. It's just disappear. You feel me? That hurt is so bad that you just want to disappear. Because it's not the fact that person left you or betrayed you. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that they did it and didn't care or hesitate. You feel me? And what does that show? What does that show a person? That you never cared in the first place. That I was just a that damn chariot to carry you to the next goddamn lifestyle. That's what that says. You feel me? You think every memory, every story, every time y'all was there for one another, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, best friends, hell, mother, father, daughter, son, you feel me? Any type of relations, you think that in a situation, memories help you come to your senses, and nowadays, not. You know, it doesn't. Figured out that the hard way, most definitely. It doesn't bring you back to your senses. It doesn't, you know, my voice don't ring a bell. You know what I'm saying? All that matters is what I did. All that matters is what I did to make them feel the way they feel. That's all that matters. And at the end of the day, if they leave me alone, then leave me. I ain't gonna blame them. I've done some dumb shit before. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's not meant. It's not crazy and dumb enough to be left or betrayed. You know what I'm saying? Left to die. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's that extreme. But I'm guilty of stuff. I'm guilty of stuff. Not extreme, but I'm guilty of stuff. You feel me? You know, I'm guilty. That's you know what I'm saying? Owning up to those guilts is the best thing a man can do for himself. But man, you think you seem crazy and heartless? let this situation go in the direction that my insecurity think it's gonna go, because that's what it is. My heart doesn't say it, my mind does. But let me think, let it go that way, and you gonna see heartless. You gonna see heartless, like for real. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? You gonna see heartless, and I'm not gonna hurt no damn body. Oh no. But there will be some things that I'm gonna switch up about me that will affect my life completely. Because sanity is something, it's a true thing, and you can lose it. You can lose the sanity. You can lose that little bit of humanity that, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real. I'm an otaku, right? If you know me, you know this very well. I'm an otaku. So, phone restarted. So, being an otaku, you know, you watch a lot of anime, you know, you read a lot of mangas, you know, being an otaku, you've seen what emotions can do to a human being. You've seen some human beings lose their sanity. Oh shoot. Yeah, this isn't making me feel any better about any of that. You've seen what, and this is in a lot of drama anime, which, you know what I'm saying, there's always that anime you watch that has like a rage moment. You feel me? God put us here to be happy, to make our own way. Unfortunately, we can't. Unfortunately, when people think about that, they feel like they have the need to say, well, if God put all the good things on the earth, that means He put all the bad things. No, He put us on this earth to do great things, right? We created the bad things, not Him. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We created all the bad shit. We created this. We created this dark hole. And one of the biggest, darkest holes that you can create is being the connection to one's conscience. And what I mean by this is, if you I got a bunch of examples, but I want to make it super clear. So if you sever a person's last shred of humanity from them, what do you think they're gonna become? You feel me? Like think about this. It's embarrassing when a man finds a female cheating on them. You remember that trend? And I said this in another video. Remember that trend where women used to call their boyfriends while they're having sex with another guy? Remember that trend? That was a trend for females. Y'all know that? It was a trend that went on. Hell, it still happens today. It was a trend that went on, right? Imagine that, bro. You feel me? And anybody's around, they're gonna laugh. And then a lot of times, if you have a so-called friend around, he or she laughs at you, and they think it's funny. You feel me? And you think about it, to avoid that embarrassment, you try to play like a savage. Dog, dog, do y'all understand? Y'all make half of the dudes that are somewhat savage, and half of the men on this earth that act like crazed animals, as you would say. Y'all create them. Because in any case, no matter what type of relationship it is, no matter relations, no matter what type of relation it is, you sever that man's connection to humanity. You know what I'm saying? And when he goes savage, everybody gets scared. Everybody say, "Oh, I told you so." Everybody wants to laugh, and then you realize his anger and that rage he feels, he's able to produce and put that to use to any of his doings. That's how rappers are created. That's how millionaires are created. Y'all know they're not created. They're not created. You know what I'm saying? That's how people do. They go off and branch off and do great things. You feel me? Pilling this, they fake it. They fake it until they make it. And when they make it, they gonna rub it in your damn face because you severed the cord to humanity. You took away everything that he believed in. You feel me? When I'm preaching and telling somebody there's always a better way, and someone has a prediction, has a rebuttal, or you know what I'm saying, it deems useless. Do you really think everything calls for a bad reason? Hell's paved with good intentions? No. That's not the way you think it is. You don't have faith and you have good intentions. If you believe in that quote, but you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you got a fucking problem. You feel me? You got a fucking problem because when that quote is read, it means that you can do all the good stuff in the world. If you don't have no faith in Jesus Christ, then hell awaits. That's what that means. It don't mean that you could be good. Whatever the hell y'all said or try to contradict it with. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means, dog. That's what it means. So imagine what happens. Imagine all this crazy shit that happens after all. Imagine everything that's happened in your life up until now. Imagine it. And you pick the pieces, you pick each and every piece up, and you wonder, have people in your life proved you right about how good the world can be? Or have they been proving you wrong the entire time? Every corner I turn to, every person I try to trust, eventually either leaves me alone, betrays me, or tried to manipulate me. Every damn person. You feel me? Ain't that some shit, right? I can't speak for I can't speak for the last couple people, but thus far, if I lose people this time around, more and more of my humanity don't go along with those people. Because at this point, you know what I'm saying? I've wasted so much effort and so much kindness on you for my own self-satisfaction. And for yours, actually. For yours and mine. When you help the good people, it makes you feel good, doesn't it? You feel me? It makes you feel good. That's why it's such a thing as charity. That's why it's such a thing as I guess salvation. You know, there's such a thing as the Boys and Girls Club even. You feel me? That's why it's such things, because there's people in the world who believes when helping people, when you're helping other people, you're helping yourself as well. some people like me who likes to play the valiant hero, is I overdo it. I help everybody because I can see no evil. But it's gonna. That means when shit happens and you're finally shot like a basketball in the trash can, you lose it. You lose something. You lose a part of yourself. You lose everything. It goes against everything you believe in up until this point. It goes against everything. You know? So, shit. Y'all need to stop. If you a person that acts surprised when someone switches up because of what he's been through, he or she's been through, don't. You know what I'm saying? You'll know why. And when you know why, you'll know that humanity is something that you simply just don't. Humanity is something you simply just don't play with. After everything just happened, you think by now I've learned my lesson. Kendall, there's nobody that's gonna come and save you. There's nobody that's gonna help you come and get out the hole. There's nobody. So stop trying to look up out of that hole and pretending like you just standing there calling for help is gonna do any damn thing. Because it's not. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Every time you trust a person, something bad happens. It's not always because of them, if I'm honest. It's not always because of me. Actually, sometimes it's not even because of us. It's because of the world around us. So different. The world around us is so different that we say, oh man, he or she won't understand me because their world is different from mine. See, if I was in the brink of losing my sanity, I'd say bullshit. I'd say bullshit. Because no matter what differences y'all have, y'all can be together. Y'all can be together, y'all can love each other. So the fact that I can still believe in that shows you the strength I have. The strength that I have to keep holding tight. Keep holding tight, because maybe something good would happen. Maybe something unbelievable, a miracle gonna happen. Something unspeakable that you've been praying for days. Maybe, just maybe, it can happen. But get a grip, Camille. This is. This is real life. There is no Superman. There is no Batman. There is no Shazam. No goddamn. No Iron Man. This is actuality. And the actuality. In actuality, thing is taught me is playing the violent hero will only get you hurt. Playing the violent hero will only get you hurt in the long run. No matter who it is. Being too nice will get you taken advantage of. Talking about your feelings will only make people feel like you're vulnerable, and they're gonna still take advantage. Does it hurt now? Do you feel bad for being the weakest one? I'm so frustrated right now. Like, I am so frustrated. I am so fucking fed. I'm so fucking frustrated right now. I can't even think as best as I can. All those words I just said now are just, it's so hard and emotional right now. Like, I don't even know what to think anymore. I don't know what to do. I'm so lost. I'm so lost, guys. I'm really lost, and I'm not scared to say I'm lost. I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna pray about it, and I'm gonna do some soul searching, some more soul searching. So let's be honest. Let's keep being honest with ourselves. Half of my life has been just me fucking up shit. Let's be honest. Let's be very honest. I fuck up a lot of stuff. I always take shit too far. I can't take a joke anymore. I can't do much shit right as it is. And this is just me. This is not me being the depressing dickhead. No, this is me being realistic. I can't complete tasks because I just simply don't know how to. You know? People look and they laugh and they're like, huh, look at that guy. Look at, you know what I'm saying? This is even everywhere I go, people are looking. And before all of the craziness, it used to be smiles and autographs. Now it's just disgusting and weird. You feel me? It's weird. You know? You know?
Alright.
I prided myself off of not giving a damn about what people told or said about me. You feel me? And now,
and that is the right answer, you hero. Go get a chopper and then go and get a friend.
And now, I just it's just like my life has been so difficult. But it isn't. I'm not privileged. I don't get everything I want. I'm not a person who gets to pick and choose where he wants to go, or go pick out whatever clothes he wants, or go to the movies, or just travel the world whenever. I'm not privileged in any sort of way of fashion. You feel me? I'm not none of that shit. You feel me? I'm not strong enough to handle all this. I'm not strong. I try to not give up. Not give up, no matter how frustrating. I have to admit, I have a headache right now. I have a really big headache. You feel me? And I've been trying my very best to keep a smile on my face all day long. My mom and my dad anniversary was today, and I said, Kendall, tough it out, bro. It doesn't really matter what the fuck's going on with your head right now. My mom and my dad's happy day. You feel me? 23 years of marriage, bro. 23 years, bro. 23. Do every fucking thing. Do every little thing. They've been together, and they've worked everything. They've done everything together. You feel me? Through all the problems, all the situations, they've done their best. They've done their best. They never crashed and burned like that. They've done their fucking best. And I'm a disappointment to them. Not to them, but for myself, I'm a disappointment. Because everything they've done for me, I'm not strong enough to keep to go. You feel me? I'm not strong enough. But I don't give up. Don't give up. You're not meant to give up. Of all things, you can feel as empty, and you can feel as difficult. You can feel any other way. You can feel unwanted. You can feel like taking your own little life. You feel me? Do not give up. Do not give up. If you give up, then everything you've believed in, all the things that you've worked up to this point, it'll be all for nothing. It'll be all for nothing. You cannot, you will not give up. You won't give up. God, I scare myself a lot. I scare myself because why won't I give up already? What keeps me driving, bro? What keeps me wanting to be so successful and great one day? It's not the fame that you can gain. It's not the money that you can gain. It's the fact that I can be able to tell myself I did something without nobody's help. That's my motivation. All the bitching that everybody has done, saying that I need my hand held through everything. Samira, yeah, that's mainly you. Mainly the success your husband and your sons have gained is amazing. It's astronomical. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing that always that I think about every time that crosses my mind is the fact that no matter how much you helped me, you were just like any other person. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I came to you asking and begging you for some help with training me again. Training me. I pleaded with you. You said, and I don't give a damn what the relationship is between them and my parents. I really don't. You feel me? I don't care. You feel me? It's not about them. It's about me, right? So I called this woman I called this woman 2 years ago and asked her could I come back down to Houston and train with her, have Maurice train me again, because I wanted to get back on the football field as soon as possible. And she told me she'd think of it. You know, she'll see, because somebody else is moving in her house. She never called me back. She had never called me back. She never called me back, dog. And that alone should have me thinking like, Kendall, really? Kendall, can you really trust people nowadays? Who knows? I guess in time we'll see. Oh, crap. Oh. What keeps me going, huh? Man, you know it's crazy. You know something? I got so angry. I got so angry when I came upstairs today. I got on YouTube. I got on YouTube, and I go to YouTube and there's recommendations of people playing sumo. Sumo, you feel me? Sumo. People are doing and getting major views on Sumo from GTA 5. Sumo, the game that I had 9+ people playing was in Rise at one point in time. And you know how fucking angry it made me when I seen that shit. The fact that's where shit could have been now. But no, everybody say fuck you and fuck off because it just went to shit. It went to shit, bro. Nobody, and I mean nobody. When you searched up that shit on YouTube, and people videos from 4 years ago popped up about that. We were like the only people that were doing that. And all of a sudden, when shit goes to hell with my group, you know, these bigger YouTubers are like, oh well, bro, we should do that. But nobody gonna give a damn. At the end of the day, everybody gonna do what the fuck they felt like that was I guess right, because they wanted to protect their own selfish ass desires. They didn't want to admit when they was fucking wrong. So when someone else did, they get offended and they feel disrespected because they feel like they're too damn old to get their ass chewed out. All this shit wasted for what, bro? Everybody, right? It's down to me and fucking Monty and Rise Nation now. It ain't even a fucking nation any goddamn more. Ain't none of that shit. I ain't want just subscribers to be Rise Nation. You feel me? I wanted the inner circle to where when people see a name, they be like, oh shit, what's that? Instead, now it's just me back to the same shit I was doing before I made it a together thing. You feel me? Back to it. I'm back to it. I'm doing this shit right now. I guess you can call it ranting. You can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it, honestly. You feel me? Honestly, at this point, you can call it whatever you want to. I mean, I'm just really just talking. Really? Just talking, you know? If it sounds like ranting to you, cool, you call it that. I don't really give a damn. You can call it that. You can call it whatever the fuck you want it. You can call it bullshit. Call it whatever makes y'all feel great. I'm never gonna be mad at the people that support me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're showing me that they're doing they're doing something to tell me that they appreciate the person, me being a human being. Get the fuck out the way. I'm not just some guy who's meant there to sit there and look fucking pretty for you. You feel me? I'm not just some guy that you could just walk all over and say what the fuck you want to. I'm not some person that you can manipulate and take advantage of. I'm not that person. I'm not that person, bro. I'm the only person that's able to do some shit like this and not give a damn what another human being thinks about it. That's what's special about me. Because at the end of the day, you gonna say what the fuck you want, whether I'm just a good boy or not. You feel me? At the end of the day, you're gonna have your own thoughts, you're gonna have your own opinions, but who gives a fuck about what you think of me? You feel me? You hear a lot I say a lot of crazy shit, and the crazy part is to be a lot of facts. You feel me? And then there's always that one person that be like, oh bro, chill out. Nigga, shut the fuck up, dude. Nobody talk. If you can't handle the truth, get the fuck on. You feel me? If you got something to say after something that you don't want to hear, then that's your own fucking problem. That's your own ordeal. I'm not finna sit here and sugarcoat shit for you because of your feelings. I've done enough of that for people. I'll tell you now, this is a day. This is a real day. This is a day to witness because don't look. I don't have much patience for. I don't have a little sense of reason. I have only a little bit of sense of reason left. I lose that, no one's safe. You feel me? So if you feel like I'm gonna be a hassle, pull out now. Just pull out, bro. Just pull out. Because you gon' you know what I'm saying, you gonna pit, you know what I'm saying, it's already bad enough. I'm on the brink of a sanity crisis, goddamn. And I can feel myself slipping. I can feel myself slipping. You feel me? I can feel it slipping. I can feel myself slipping a lot more, like I can feel it. With each problem, more and more of me slip away. More and more. Because nobody could ever tell y'all I'm not that person. I was never that person to keep it up, to keep going, to keep believing in something, in the good fight. You know what I'm saying? For a while, I was the man in fucking tights, flying around the damn city. Feel me? Now, at this point, I'm the fucking Batman. And pretty soon, I'm just gonna be the civilian who has to be saved. You feel me? And at that point, since that civilian don't like to be saved, he's gonna become the villain. And that villain, oh boy, he gonna know how to take down Superman, Batman, the whole Justice League. He gonna know how to take down all of the motherfuckers, and y'all won't do a damn thing to stop me. Just y'all won't, dog. Y'all won't do a damn thing to stop me. Okay. You see how fast I can switch between emotions? Yeah, that's something new. That's something new. Not naturally if I feel something, I go off of that feeling. But now I just went from normal to depressed to angry to giggly within an hour span. That's not normal. You feel me? Even I know that, and I'm the one going through it. You feel me? So I'm down bad right now. That's the nitty gritty. You feel me? I am down bad, dog. Cause I'm so stuck in the world right now. I really am. I see it coming through. I pressed the button too late. It's all time I get off this.